So everyone, welcome up Alan. Give him a big round of applause. He is going to tell us about blogging for the Farmville generation.
Thank you. All this talk about purpose. I have a question for everybody, especially those talking. The question is, why did you start blogging? Wasn't it to be significant? What does significance mean? ROI, SEO, driving traffic? Doesn't it mean getting people to do things differently? To help people to move forward? Isn't that why you started blogging? Well, people are reading a lot, but they could be changing a lot more. So what can we do? How can we help people to navigate towards greater change? How can we be more significant as bloggers? And I asked myself this, and I started thinking about it, and what I realized is that we should be looking at what video games do, because video games are amazing. And how amazing? They make, sorry for the, I don't know what happened there, but video games basically make more than 3 times the amount of money of recorded music. But that's not what's really amazing. This is amazing. $8 billion. Just listen to me. Forget about these slides. $8 billion spent on virtual products that don't actually exist. And not only that, but 8 million people a day go to Facebook and play Farmville and plant virtual crops. Something's going on here, people. And I know my own attitude about this has been, what a bunch of losers. This is escapism, like our society is going downhill. This is a real problem. But you know what? I've thought about this recently, and me and Lady Gaga, we have something we want to say, and that's let's look at this differently. Like, let's really study what makes people go to video games and pattern our communication after what they're doing. We can learn from them. So what does it mean? What gets their engagement? Well, 2 things, ambition and liking. That's what equals engagement. So what does that mean? Well, let's talk about ambition. First of all, if you're blogging, you need to know what your audience really cares about. How do you actually know? Like, how do you know? You have to communicate with them. And when you communicate, you can find out what they want, and then you can help them to get what they really, really want. It's a 2-way communication. And you've got to make your, you've got to make your blog article beautiful. And beauty can be a lot of things. It can be a great story. It can be music. It can be mindfulness. It can be a lot of things. So how can you make your communication beautiful? That's what engages. That's what delights, right? And measurement. Video games are really good about measuring. They measure every little thing you do. Why do they measure every little thing you do? For this reason. So they can reward you for every action you take. Do you do that on your blogs? Do you reward your audience for everything they do? That's the way to get them to come back. Give them that shot of dopamine, right? You give them constant, clear feedback. You do this action, you get this result. In video games, people know exactly what their actions bring them. Can you say the same about your blogs and your communication? And they give you the appropriate level of challenge. It's never too easy as to be boring, and it's never too difficult as to be overwhelming. And that creates what's called a sense of progress. And a sense of progress is the ability, level 1, level 2, the first article, the second article, there's a story, something's moving here, something's going on here, but then, boom, change, surprise. Video games are really good at surprising you. And a surprise is really important. It keeps it fresh, right? So what are you doing to surprise your audience? This is really important part of what makes it work. But this is the key right here. It's community. And I don't mean other bloggers commenting at the bottom of your articles. I mean actual community where people help each other to accomplish the goals that you set out. Teaching is not telling. To teach, you really do need to gamify. Thank you guys. I'm very honored to talk to you.